All right, we are on to sewing the bodysuit. I have so much of it done. It is, I'd say at this point, we are 80% done with the bodysuit. As you can see, most of it's completed, but we have one very important step left to do, and that is the shoe. In my old bodysuit, I actually built the shoes into my costume, and I'm going to do that again. The problem is I've been running all over my town trying to find a pair of shoes that I like, that I think would be very comfortable to wear all day on the con floor. My old shoes that I had in my old bodysuit are actually a happy accident. I was able to use very expensive, very comfortable shoes that I had previously ruined. They didn't look good anymore because my husband and I were in a national commercial where we danced through water fountains, and I was wearing those particular shoes, so the coating and the presentation kind of got ruined through the shoot. We were fine with it. They asked if we were okay with it, and I was wearing my own shoes, and we were like, yeah, it'll be fine, it'll be great. And it was a great shot. And because of that, I had these beautiful chunky heeled shoes that fit my heel perfectly, and they're very comfortable. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to wear these for beauty anymore. I might as well put them to good use. And so I put them in my old suit. If you look at my old suit, it looks like this heel. And I love the way these heels worked out. They have this nice, big, thick, chunky heel. So it's very stable when I want to do superhero stuff. And then they have a nice, smooth, rounded toe that I glued down right around this whole thing. And then I ended up like hand stitching a lot of this together just so it fit the shoe perfectly. And then you can see right now that is all the shoe is. It's just around the toes and it's around the heel, and then it allows my foot just to be sucked in with the spandex. I want to do this again with my new suit, and I will. I think I'm just going to tear these shoes out of this old suit. I was thinking about keeping this suit together, but with how I didn't find any shoes that I think would work as well, and these shoes are just so stinking comfortable, I think I'm just going to tear these out, and then I'm going to turn this suit into an aerial outfit. So I'll keep a stirrup here so my foot can be in this, and then this will be my suit I use for like aerial videos and stuff like that I want to do rogue content with. So it'll be a happy medium compromise. I just have to carefully tear the yellow covering off of this and then place it into the new suit cutouts, which is a complicated process, but hopefully I can explain it so you will all grasp it, hopefully. So with this lower leg pattern, it ends right here at the ankle. If I ever just want to make leggings, I already made leggings for Rogue, but it just ends at the ankle, and I left an ample amount of fabric down here that I can then stretch around my shoes and hand sew around the shoes. I will do that. I'll basically sew it up till here, and then I will glue and hand stitch and pin the shoe into place while it's on my body. At the top here, I'm going to cover stitch basically these green strips for the strapping that goes around the bodysuit. Shiny side out, shiny side out. I will fold 1/4 to 1/2 inch under and then cover stitch it with the cover stitch machine. And that'll allow it to stretch around my leg, but to always keep in place. I have separate pieces, and this is the only place on the bodysuit that I will actually apply interfacing, because I want these boot tops to be nice and stiff like they were on my old suit. They have a little bit more stiffness to them, and that kept them sticking upright rather than flopping down. So you can see I'm doing the exact same process with my new pieces that I did with the old one. I'm just doing it a little bit more carefully this time, so my seam lines will match up, and all those seams will actually end up being on the inside of my leg. So I've pinned down this strap. It's about a 1/2 inch pinned down, and this is going to be serged together another 1/4 inch up here, so it's going to go down quite a bit. Now I'm going to take it over to the cover stitch machine and just top stitch this down. I'm going to put another needle in the cover stitch, and I'm going to use 2 needles to do more of the tracks like you find on t-shirts, just like this. So it'll look more like that on that bottom. I'll probably use 2 green threads. I thought about a green and a yellow, but that might get a little too much. So this is the interfacing. It's very thick, and I have sewn these 2 together, so wrong sides are facing out at the moment, and then I'll just turn it inside out, placing this inside like I did here, and then I will top stitch again with, I'll probably use a straight sewing machine for this since the interfacing is so stiff, but I'll top stitch this down so it stays in place. This is really weird to say, but today I'm going to be doing my first test fit. I'm very excited, and the lower legs are not attached yet. I want to test fit it to make sure there's any alterations I need to make to like the crotch seam before putting on the lower legs. So it'll look a little interesting, but I'm very excited. Bro! Yes, this is my rogue suit. I am so excited. I designed this freaking puppy. She's perfect. I love this. You can't see it, but once I get those legs attached, I'm really glad I did try it on first because I want to take it in just like a 1/4 inch here and a 1/4 right here. Really glad I tried it on. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. I am. Well, hey there, sugar. It's so good. I mean, look at this fit. Look at this fit. I am so happy. This collar, I took it off and put it back on just so it could be exactly center. Oh, I love how this turned out. This turned out great. Good placement. So it's not in an awkward place. I love it. I am so happy. I can't believe this is almost done. Now the complicated part. Remember how I told you that I'm going to stretch this over and pin it down? Well, here we go. That's exactly what I do. Once I get it the correct stretch I want it and I like the way it looks on my foot, I just pin it directly onto the shoe while I'm wearing the suit so I get it exactly fitted right. It takes quite a bit of pins. It's a little awkward to do yourself, so if you have a buddy you trust to do your suit justice, maybe enlist their help if you trust their eye. But I'm a control freak and I'm a perfectionist, so I just get flexible on myself. And here's what they look like before I glue them in place. Once I've cut away the excess, I turn the edge under 1/4 inch, and then I get ready to tack it down with some glue. This is the glue I use on most fabric stuff. I have it all pinned in place, and I'm just going to line it with glue. However, I'm out of this glue because I use it forever, but I've had it for years. So I went and picked up, Fibbings is a great brand, so I just went and grabbed this one. The last one was EcoFlu, but this one should work just as good, question mark, ... The reason I use that glue specifically is because it is very flexible and has a strong hold. So with your shoes, you know, you're going to be walking around. They're going to get a lot of abuse. So you want to make sure that your glue will be very strong while allowing for the movement of your foot to do its normal cycle without being impeded. So impeded, whatever. So here you can see I'm just gluing it down. Oh, it's layered with pins. And you let that set for like 24 hours. And here we see my boots live and in action at the Uncanny Experience this past fall. This is my method on how to make Rogue's boots that I've perfected over the years. If you've been stuck on how to make her look, I hope this helps you achieve your perfect Rogue dreams.